Hey, Klee. There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Ah, you're right. I ought to salute you, too. I'm only an honorary knight, after all. So you outrank me. Spark Knight Klee. The honorary knight is reporting for duty. What duty, you ask? Well, as you know, you had a very important meeting with Acting Grandmaster Jean this evening. But I'm afraid she's a little occupied today, so she won't be able to show up. Sir Kaya? I'm afraid he's busy too. Guzzling dandelion wine down at the Angel's Share, no doubt. Right, only adults get to go into the Angel's Share. You and me, we've got to stay in the Knights of Favonius building where we belong. Albedo is, I ran into Sucrose earlier, but she didn't quite say. My guess is he might be off doing another research expedition over at Dragonspine again. So that leaves you with me. Oh, it's not so disappointing, is it? I know Big Brother Albedo and Big Brother Kaya are much more fun, but Big Brother Aether isn't so bad, is he? That's the spirit. Well, yes, wood is posted outside of the door, but you're 1,000 times stronger than he is anyway, right? Well, more specifically, Jean sent me to make sure nothing goes boom in the night. I know. You're a good girl and you wouldn't make anything explode. Inside of the city, anyway. Outside is fair game, right? Atta girl. So what were you doing before I walked in? Coloring? You take after Albedo in that respect, huh? Well, and your mom too, I guess. Sure, I've seen your mom's drawings. I mean, I haven't met her in person, but she did write the Tivat travel guide after all. And, well, all of those drawings down at the Golden Apple Archipelago, those must have been hers too, She draws Dodoko really well. I think you've got a fine artistic eye for your age, Klee. Me? I can draw a little bit. The things I draw are recognizable, at least. But I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at it. So what is it that you're coloring over there? Pigeons, You ever meet a kid named Timmy over at the front gate? No, I was just curious. Let's say that he and I have a little bit of a history? We'll leave it at that. Want me to draw with you? I haven't drawn with crayons in a long time now. Sure, you can test me. What do you want me to draw? A ruin guard, Alright, that's fair. Well, if I were going for a serious piece of art, you know, the kinds of things that Albedo draws, I'd probably start with a light sketch like this. Right, I suppose you'd start with a sort of rectangular shape for the body. Draw on a bit of the head right here. Add on these larger blocks for the arms. It's not magic. Add on these circular bits. Well, children actually have less hand-eye coordination than adults, so it's not that surprising that you can't control your crayon very well. Um, in simpler terms, it's easier for me to keep my hands still than for you, so don't feel too badly if you can't draw a straight line right now. You'll be able to do it with practice. You'll get better at drawing when you're older, trust me. So back to this ruin guard. Why don't we add on the feet right here? And there you have it. Little friend for Dodoko. He's not as cute as Dodoko, huh? You want me to draw Dodoko for you? Alright. Start with the fluffy little body like this. I'll add on his tail. Give him those big ol' ears. And here's his little face. I made that look easy, huh? It's not so hard once you get the hang of it. You should tell Albedo to teach you how to draw when he's around. What do you want to do now? Well, it's not that I can't help you make bombs. It's that I shouldn't. I don't think Jean would approve of it. Come to think of it, kiddo, it's getting late. Want me to do your pigtails for you? This one's coming loose. Right, and it's about time you get ready for bed. You want to stay up? Well, of course you do. I know Jean wants you to do that, but it can be our little secret, okay? I'll let you stay up one more hour. I know. I'm the best, huh? Well, you say everyone's the best. Tell me about your day, kiddo. That's so? Oh no, don't worry. Please. I don't give out lectures. Don't have time for that kind of thing. Well, you know, your honorary knights gotta go different places, see different cities, do different things. Alright. That good for your hair? I'll put your hat over here for you, okay? So it'll be there in the morning, right next to your backpack. That's a good girl. For now, I guess, I can, How about I get you a mug of hot chocolate to wind down the evening? I thought you'd like that. There you go. Drink it once it cools down, okay? Although, I wonder if your vision lets you control the temperature. You can only keep it warm, huh? That's alright, I understand. Well, you're fine the way you are, Klee. You don't need to be in a hurry to grow up. Being an adult is boring anyway. Kaya says the same thing. He would, wouldn't he? Let's see. I'll be gone by the morning, but I think Lisa's going to be watching you next. Done with the hot chocolate now? Okay, but you have to brush your teeth. Right, you know. Dental health is very important. I didn't know what I was going to do if she didn't want to brush her teeth. No, it's just I've never had to do it for a kid before. Well, because Lumina and I are the same age. Right, yeah. Okay. Brushed your teeth? Changed into your pajamas? All right. Off to bed now. If you're so full of energy, you're not going to be able to fall asleep. Well, want me to read you a bedtime story? Attagirl. Mm-hmm. Get settled in, okay? No, I promise. You don't have to go to sleep. But I just want you to be nice and cozy in your bed while I read you this story. Does Albedo do anything special for you before you go to sleep? Just the bedtime story. Got it. Well, he asked me if I wanted one once, and, I'm a little too old for that kind of thing. Nothing wrong with wanting a bedtime story. Mm-hmm. Sink back against your pillows, okay? I'll read this one. Looks like you haven't gotten to it yet. It's called The Boar Princess. Mm-hmm. Alright, here we go. In the myths of ages past, every living being in this world had its own kingdom. Mondstadt was a forest in that age, a playground of the boars. In the forest was the Boar Kingdom, where everybody lived happily under the reign of the Boar King. The king had a lovely young daughter who had the prettiest snout, the whitest tusks, and the smoothest fur in the whole kingdom. What's that now? Klee, if you were a boar, I'm sure you'd also have the prettiest snout, the whitest tusks, and the smoothest fur in the whole kingdom. Mm-hmm. Boop. Got your snout. Alright, let's keep going. The Boar Princess, beautiful and kind, gave the juiciest and sweetest fruits to her subjects every day. From sweet and sour berries, to crisp apples, to delicious tree mushrooms, the Boar Princess always shared her delicacies first with her friends. Every boar in the kingdom adored their king and princess, and every day they praised them so. What kind of voice does a boar have? Oink, oink. Bless our king. As long as he reigns over us, we will never starve. Oink, oink. Bless the gentle animal Archon for giving our king such a kind and polite princess. Okay, kiddo. I'll work on my boar voice for you. Some other time. North of the Boar Forest was a frozen tundra. The playful Barbados had not reached those lands, so they remained covered by ice and snow. Every creature who ventured there risked freezing their paws and hooves off. "It's cold, too cold. It's freezing. My claws are going to shatter." Even the bravest, strongest Boar King could not withstand the frigid tundra. Oink, oink, oink! My frozen snout is turning purple. There lived but a single lone wolf pup in that place. The pup was a carefree child who had bright blue eyes and slick gray fur. When he got angry, he looked exactly like the wolf head relief atop the Mondstadt Cathedral. But one day, when he was hunting in the forest, he ran into the evil squirrel sorcerer, Wubaqua. Of all the beings in the ancient world, none were more evil than Wubaqua, not even demons and dragons. Wubaqua despised everything nice and swore to transform beauty into ugliness and turn light into dark. No, nothing's wrong, Klee. Sorry, I just, I'm reading ahead and, I don't think we should read the rest of this tonight. But what about the wolf pup indeed? Clearly he turned into Razor. You should ask him next time you see him. There's a good girl. Let's just put this away for now. My hands? Well, of course my hands are going to be bigger than yours, Klee. Mine are actually pretty small for an adult. If you put my hand next to Kaya's, for example. Right, his fingers are probably about twice as long as mine. Don't worry. You'll grow up eventually. Might take you a bit longer than most children, but I promise that's not a bad thing. It's nice to be a kid. We all like you exactly the way you are. And you'll always have your friends to watch over you, okay? There's that honorable Spark Knight we all know and love. Alright, I'll turn out the lights for you. Gonna tuck you in. If the covers are on tight, then the hilly trails can't come in and get you. Well, even if they did, you'd blow them all up anyway, huh? Attagirl. Have a good night, Klee. Sweet dreams.